Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
Oh,
We
happy
are
live stream.
back.
What are we? We're going
So
to have to do
good.
something. We're going to have to think of some way that we're going to start it by going, I don't know, hi
Yeah,
there, or
we need like
something.
some sort of intro that's like incredible, apart from just the countdown. But
Do you know? I think
oh
well,
well. Yeah,
it's not a
we've
bad
already got
idea. We
people on
need.
here.
Wait, go on. I'll let you
Yeah,
do
we've
that.
got LM. Good to see you. So glad you're
Oh,
on stream.
yeah.
Hi. And we've also got Neil. Good to see you as well.
Neil,
Wow.
greetings.
A lot has changed since our last live stream, hasn't it? Let's admit.
Yeah,
A lot of things
yeah,
changed.
just a bit. By the way, when I was driving up here today and thinking about the live stream, I realised I've still got Neil's present from the one that he won, not the last one, I think it was the one before. I've still got his gift that he won on the live stream, that he was the lucky roulette that came out. So, Neil, I haven't forgotten. I've got it still sitting there. Actually, Joe, you can probably still see it, can't you, the Abbey Road keyring?
Oh my goodness, it's right here. This
Yeah,
will
fine.
be
So,
sent to you soon, don't worry.
yeah, it is definitely coming. Right, shall I tell him where we
Yeah, where are you? We all want to know.
Where am I? Well, the good news
Hi.
is clue on the title, which is brilliant, because we thought, hey, let's use technology here as well. Oh wow, I've gone full screen. Jaden is in control, and I've got absolutely no idea what's going on, which is brilliant. So, I am at Putney Bridge. I am on the south bank of the Thames. That is the Thames that is behind me, and you can probably see the Canadian geese all behind, which is quite funny. The reason I'm down here is I've actually been filming at the Wetland Centre, which is just down the road from here. And I thought, do you know what? What a perfect setting for a live stream on the bank of the River Thames, but not bang in the centre of London where you've got everyone going by and everyone going into the live stream and going, hi, as people do when they see you live. The only thing I'm likely to get interrupted by is a few pigeons and definitely a Canadian geese, because they've been really going at it whilst I've been sitting down here waiting to go live. So we may get some of those. Also, we may even see some rowing going on. And that's another reason we're down here. And very shortly, I'll tell you what, before we actually start, I'll give you a quick guided tour. So we'll show you on the camera what's going on, and then we'll come back and do that again. And that has been a production request from someone close to the team. Thanks, Joe. Good idea. We'll do that. All right. So we can do that. Now, the only problem with standing here is I haven't got a Scooby what is going on in the chat. So, Jay, I'm going to have to leave the chat to you because I can't read it from this distance. Even with my glasses on, it's too far. Also, to give you an idea as well, I'm actually standing right on the bank of the Thames. This is where people take their rowing boats and they actually go from the road level, you can see, down this steep incline and down. So actually, I'm below surface level. So I really am unbalanced. So if I fall over or you see me go out of shot, just call 911 or 999 here, because I've probably fallen over and done myself an injury and gone into the water. Right, okay, so let's, without further ado, Jay, are you still there?
Hello, I'm back.
Fantastic. Whilst I'm flicking over the camera, do you want to just go through and see who we've got on there and other bits and pieces?
Well,
and I'm just going to flick over so people can see.
Yeah, that's fine. LM's commented that they love the little ducklings and the big ducks. Yeah, very cute. I like the setting a lot. It's much nicer. You always find incredible places, and I'll never understand that.
Do you know what? It's nice doing stuff. Sometimes it's nice being bang in the centre, but sometimes it's nice doing this stuff. And the incredible thing about Putney Bridge is it's on the district line. So you can get out here really, really easy on the district line out towards Wimbledon. All right, I'm actually going, can you see? I'm on an incline. I'm going down to the water's edge.
Yeah, you're going to fall in.
So it's actually easy. By the way, can I also say, if you're a Patreon member or you're a YouTube member, you're going to get an advanced preview. I'm actually going to put some raw footage on tomorrow for you guys. So if you're on Patreon, any member on Patreon and any level on YouTube membership, you're going to get to see some of this tomorrow. And also, I'm also going to post some of the stuff from the wetlands place as well. Okay, so you will get that. There you go. So that we're looking at here. Do you want to go full screen on that, Jay? Because that might.
Yeah, one second.
See it. Lovely. So what we're doing here is we're looking down towards Putney Bridge. Leslie, if you're on or you're watching this in the replay, if you're not on, yes, that's cranes in the distance. She's on crane watches, our Leslie. She likes to keep an eye out on the cranes. Never happy with the cranes, but that's just construction in London. And then as we're looking down the other way down the Thames, that is down towards the Hammersmith Bridge part of the Thames, and on the right hand side is a large building. Now, if Rhonda is watching this from Canada, so we know what you guys like. Rhonda's other half, her husband, is a mad Fulham supporter. Okay, so he's out in Canada, but he is a mad Fulham FC supporter, and that is Fulham Football Club on the other side of the river, just at the back there. So that's especially for him. So there you go. And then, right, this is the bit. So this is why we're here. Can you see Jay, can you see the rowing boats in front of us? Just making sure we can pick it all up.
Yes,
So
I have to come back
here,
to stream because my audio is removed, but I can see them.
Right. Oh, I see. That's good. Right. So here we've got rowing boats, and as you go along the bank of the Thames for quite a way, you've got lots of these rowing boats on the back of trailers, which cars are sort of brought down and dumped. But what you've also got is you've got a lot of the rowing clubs as well. So this one that we're looking at here is the London Rowing Club. This is the King's College School Rowing Club, based out of Wimbledon. You've got Dulwich College Boat Club. And here's an interesting one. One of the company I used to work for, which is a well-known financial brand, believe it or not, I have once been rowing, and that is the building that they owned. Actually, they still own it, and it looks like they're trying to flog it. So HSBC own that. So yes, I have actually been rowing on this part of the Thames. All I can say is I was hopeless, absolutely hopeless with it. Which is why I only did it once. I've never been so shattered in all my life. I was going to say another word, but I won't. So there you go. That gives you an idea. So this is all the rowing clubs. And then when we come back at the end, I'm going to go down the other way because there's more rowing clubs down that way. And there's some really posh houses down here. One of the things you have got to keep an eye out for, though, is cyclists. So if you hear a ting ting and then it all goes disappearing on the screen, that's because I've been run over by a mad cyclist, which is coming down the towpath. But it's also made me think, and let me know your thoughts on this, Jay, you can come back. There is something down here called the Thames Path. Now, the Thames Path goes from Teddington, where it starts being tidal, which basically means the tide goes in and out. And it goes all the way down to Canary Wharf. And it's about a 26 to 30 mile path. But it takes in some fabulous sites on the bank of the Thames all the way through. And of course, it was going to go through central London. Let me know in the comments, is that something you fancy seeing at some point? Broken up into sections? Yeah, okay. Are you going to walk it with me? Is that yes, I'll walk bits.
Yeah, every 5 miles I walk.
Every 5 miles, okay, that's fine. So that's something we could do because that will take in some fantastic parts of London.
Yeah.
And again,
Ellen would like
London,
to see it.
people don't know. So let's go. So Lorena says, I would like to see it. Fantastic.
Yeah.
See, I can read that right on top of me here.
Oh, well done.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hand over to you just for a second. You carry on with the comments. I'm just going to put the tripod back, get the camera back, and then we can start talking about some other bits and pieces.
Yeah.
The other thing I was going to say as well, if you are brand new here and you're thinking, what the heck is going on because you've received a notification from YouTube, can we also just say a big hello to everyone that's joined us in the last week or so?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is crazy. Where are we going? Oh, that's it, facing front. There we go. I think we're back in business. We're back in business there, Jim?
Yeah, you're perfect. You're set up.
Fantastic. So I just also want to say a massive thank you and hello to everyone that's joined us. So Harrods, bless them. What were we doing last Thursday, Jay? We were up in London, weren't we?
Yeah, and completely shocked when they said their Christmas department came out the day after.
So on Friday, zoomed up to London in the afternoon, much to people's amazement, like, what are you doing? So we could quickly film on the day that it opened, the Harrods Christmas department. I think it's had mainly positive reviews, hasn't it, the video?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's got loads of views.
It's got stacks of views, but as a result, we've had over 800 new subscribers to the channel. So if you're a new subscriber, thank you for joining us. It's great to have you here. If you're an old subscriber, thank you even more so for sticking with us. It's amazing. It really is. So thank you very much. And we're almost at the 10,000 barrier, which is incredible. But I am determined, absolutely determined we're going to answer every single person's comments, which we do, or acknowledge them, or do whatever. So that's going to continue. The community is going to continue. But if you want to see some more raw stuff when we're actually filming it quicker, then definitely get onto Patreon, definitely get onto YouTube membership, because you need to join us there. I'm going to get more exclusive. So if you're in there already,
speaking of comments, we've got a few more on the stream.
Yep.
Lighthouse Local Trip says hello, good to see you. And we've also got a suggestion. This is really interesting. Adam's put, just curious, would you ever consider having a live stream that is just a Q&A session? I feel like that'd be really interesting. We just get loads of questions and answer them. If so, yeah, I'd like to do that. Sounds good.
Hang on, get ready. Just coming past, we've got some rowing. Are you ready?
Ooh.
Ready for this? They're just going to come into
some quality London rowing.
Quality London rowing.
Yeah, I see it.
In the background. And I'll come back to Luana's question in just 1 second. They're turning around just behind. Hang on. There you go.
Oh yeah.
They are.
Yeah, I'll remove myself so everyone can see it a bit better.
Okay. There you go. They're there. And they were laughing at me earlier because I've actually videoed them going off to include in the video that we're going to make, just to show people are going. So they've been gone for about half an hour. So, oh dear. Right, back to Luana's question. Will we do just a Q&A? I think it's a really good idea. It opens it up though, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know, it's hilarious.
What questions are you going to get asked? That's the big question. But actually, you know what?
I'd love to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Fine. All right.
Maybe we should do like a YouTube questions thing where they all pile up, so we have like loads to answer all in one thing. Okay. So we've got them all prepared. I feel like that'd be good. Yeah.
Actually, we can use the newsletter for that one, couldn't we?
Yeah, exactly. All the YouTube community tab. Perfect. You know what we're doing?
Can I just say, our production assistants that are in the chat now are really making a difference. Thanks, guys, because you're keeping the channel going.
Thank you, yeah. We've got all our new technical bits in it. It's really interesting. Well, should we begin?
Shall we? But just a couple of very quick bits. So also, just to let you know, there's a new video coming out tomorrow. So we put a video out today, which is Jaden sitting in a bar full of...
Dopamine Land.
Land, which is brilliant. Got some great comments on that one, and I know we both absolutely love that, which was brilliant. Tomorrow we've got 5 things to do in London over the summer holidays, which features that, funnily enough, but also makes reference to this video. So if you're watching as a result of clicking on that and finding out some more free stuff that we can do, we have loads of free stuff we're going to talk about today, haven't we, Jay? Loads of it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And also, have you hit the button ready to do the giveaway?
Yeah.
You have, right.
Wait. Yep, I have now.
You have that. Excellent. Good. Right. There you go. That's what I'm here for. You do so technical so well. So here we go. I have, as I said, I've been to the Wetlands Trust, London Wetlands Trust, which is just absolutely incredible. It's almost like a marshland bird sanctuary, which people just can't believe it's on the bank of the Thames in central London. Picked up this key ring, so that is the prize. It is a black swan key ring. To me, it looks like it's a sort of gold copper swan, but actually it's meant to be the black swan. So that is the prize that we're giving away today. All you need to do is comment. So if you've commented already, you might need to do it again. Only because I think if you just switched it on.
Yes, but we've already got lots of entries, so it should be fine.
Oh,
but hi, Chestnut, good to see you.
Chai's on. That's brilliant. If I remember rightly, last time I did this, Chai was in Leicester Square with the Canadian Mounties because they were celebrating Canada Day.
Yeah.
So Chai, can you know where you are if you're in London somewhere celebrating something that?
Yeah.
So let us know in the
somewhere cool that we're not at yet.
Exactly. I think we're having a great time. So absolutely amazing. Right, should we do it? Should we do some bits?
let's get in.
Oh,
Let's get sorted.
let's get in. Right, okay. So great to have you here. So the first thing we're going to do is, if you fancy diving into history, now this is absolutely superb. We have been here already, filmed it. It's the RAF Museum over at Hendon. The video is probably going to come out in the next couple of months. We've got loads of material to bring. And actually, what's really good about the RAF Museum over at Hendon is completely free to get in. It's another amazing place to go. There's about 6 or 7 aircraft hangars full of old airplanes, also helicopters and various other bits and pieces, some from the First World War onwards, and they are absolutely amazing, well staged. So another great place to go. But if you go there during the summer, between now and when is it? Oh, the 3rd of September, they've also got Horrible Histories up there, and they've got the Horrible Histories. What's it called? Horrible Histories Up in the Air Adventure. So if you pop down there to that, that will cost you. Now, the cost is £7.50 each if you want to take up the Horrible Histories. If you don't want to do the Horrible Histories, just go to the museum. It's amazing. But they've got that happening. That's the RAF Museum. That's over in Hendon, North London. And your nearest tube station for that is Colindale. Or alternatively, if you drive around and all the rest of it, you can park there. And it costs a couple of quid to park, but it's well worth going to see. And I know we've got certain people who are watching this live stream right now who are waiting for that to come out very, very shortly. And we've also teased that from the photos in the community post. Jay!
Well, hello. Well, if summer in London doesn't scream anything, to me, it screams free exhibitions. So we have a whole bunch listed up here. Half of them are free, so you might as well go. First, we have Climactic. The magnitude of the climate crisis is reflected in the work of 15 international artists in this show that includes a pyramid of plants and a film about the melting of polar ice caps. It is until the 3rd of September. It is at the Dear Earth at Hayward Gallery. It is from £15 to £16, 4 stars, and it is from Wednesday to Saturday. One thing I do want to point out, which is kind of ironic, I'm reading out free exhibitions to do in summer, bright sun. It's pouring rain over here. But anyway, I hope it doesn't travel to London. But apart from that, let's go to another. We have glass art. Stained glass representations of mushroom clouds, cherry blossoms, jellyfish, and dragonflies. There's a great sense of awe and movement in Brian Clark's works. It is until the 24th of September. It's free, and it is the Brian Clark, A Great Light at Newport Street Gallery. That is a long. That's a long name. And we have Forever Young. I'm just thinking of a Black Pink song. With mirrors going all down the stairs, arcade games to get your mitts on, and building blocks to construct with. Young V and A gets a jazzy spruce up and a new name. Ooh, what is going on there? And it is
one of the out, and I'm just moving. I'm in the way.
You've been told to back. You're being told to be in back. That what?
Oh, basically, yeah, absolutely. We can see some rowing going in a second.
That'll be interesting. Whilst I read that, there's just going to be a whole new boat going out into the water. But yeah, Forever Young is free. It is 5 stars and it is open daily. So got lots of chances to get there. And lastly, we have Weaving Stories. Lucy Orta has created a tapestry portraits of the diverse array of women from the area, including those who have been involved in the local textile industry. And it is until the 27th of August. It is free, and it is called the Lucy Orta Traces, Stories of Migration at the Nunnery Gallery, Bow Arts. So many. I want to circle some of these. Some of these I want to go to. That glass art sounds really interesting.
Actually, do you want to tell people what we do? Because obviously we went up to London, I took that last week, didn't we? And we did Dopamine Land, which we filmed and we've got on the vid already. Yeah. But can you
Sorry?
Can you remember the other exhibition that we did?
Oh, yeah. Twist. My favourite. My absolute favourite. I love Twist.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a whole compilation coming out of them, actually, that we're going to be posting on the channel. It'll be linked somewhere.
Yeah. Now, sorry, I had to move They're halfway through. So yeah, let me just tell you what's going on. So we're standing outside the London Rowing Club, and one of the guys there has got a Land Rover in front of me, so he's packing oars into the back of it. But also, someone else has just bought a pair of oars out, which are currently sitting by the bank of the Thames, and I think they're about to bring a boat out, which is fantastic. So if that happens, we'll have a look so you can actually see them going off and doing that. So there you go. Great. Right. Over to you, I suppose. It's all acting. I love it. Love it live. Okay. So one of the things we covered previously is at Leicester Square, they've got a whole load of different film things. So you can see Mary, there's a statue of Mary Poppins. There's also a statue of Fred Astaire on a lamppost. There's Wonder Woman coming out the side of a cinema. If you look at the top of the Odeon, there's Batman standing there looking down over Leicester Square. There's all sorts of things. Also Harry Potter on his broomstick. Well, one of the new ones that have just joined, they've just unveiled, they've put Indiana Jones. He is now there as well. Now, the reason for that is about 2 weeks ago, they had the premiere of the new Indiana Jones film at Leicester Square. And whilst they were doing that, happy Harrison Ford, they're two words that that's two bits that, in a sentence, that don't normally go together, unveiled the new statue. So now Harrison Ford is there, right in front of the Odeon as Indiana Jones. So if you want to get down there and see that, then do. And next time I'm in Leicester Square, I'll take a picture and we will put that on the community post. And we'll also put a link to the video up in the top right-hand corner of that whole video of all of the different things you can see there, including the fact that Paddington Bear is sitting on one of the benches and you can sit next to him and have your lunch.
Love it. So much to do. Jesus. If that couldn't get more, I have more events for you. I have even more events for you. We have Civilization. One of our arts critics' top picks for June is Civilization. The way we live now at the Satoshi Gallery, which displays 150 photos across 8 different themes to show how humans have completely changed the way our planet looks. And it's until the 17th of September. And then we have the Perform in the Park, taking over Corrams Field in Bloomsbury. Perform in the Park is a family-friendly theatre festival going on throughout the summer holidays. It has live performances every day. What else has it got? Sorry, I lost my little place there. Including the 3 Billy Goats Gruff and Mermaids and Pirates in specifically built this sounds good. In a specifically built air-conditioned theatre. You can't go with that. A bit of aircon in summer. And it is from the 22nd of July to the 28th of August. And then we have the Milky Way VR experience. Physicist Brian Cox has lent his voice to a new VR experience at the Royal Institution, which launches today. No, it doesn't launch today. Sorry, I missed that. It's beyond the Milky Way, and it takes visitors on a tour of the Square Kilometre Array telescope being built in the Australian outback. It's from the 24th of July to the 19th of August. You don't have too long to get there, but get there whilst you can. And then we have Power Up. The Science Museum opens a brand new interactive gallery, Power Up. It's home to 160 consoles where you can play video games dating back to over 50 years, including Pong, Pac-Man, Minecraft, and Mario Kart. And it is ages 5+ from 27th of July. And then we have Genesis, the new audio-visual immersive experience. Comes to the Swiss church in 7 Dials, telling the story of the beginnings of the world as we know it through a 360-degree spectacle of sound, light, and colour. It's a 30-minute experience that's previously taken place in mainland Europe, and it is from the 28th of July to the 22nd of October. And then lastly, we have Summer by the River, a free open-air festival. Summer by the River is back, located between London Bridge and Tower Bridge on the south side of the Thames. The Thames. It's worth pursuing the programme to see what's on. Oh, yeah. Sorry, you're near the Thames at least, because you're in London. See what's on this week. This week's events, including a screening of Puss in Boots on Tuesday and live choir performances on Wednesday. And it's free until September. Oh my goodness, what is going on there? They're bringing an
Going vote.
aeroplane. Jeez.
They are big. There we go.
Yeah. Jeez.
That is going in. Actually, whilst we're just watching that, do you want to grab some comments? Because there's loads of people who seem to be.
Yeah.
Right.
So someone went to a tour of the Speaker's apartments at the House of Laws today. Oh, that's where you were, Jay. That is so good.
Right. How was it? Let us know how it was.
Yeah,
Was it worth it?
how was it? It's good to see you going all over London. And then can't wait for the horrible histories, and it's on the bucket list for sure. We've also got a hello from Denmark. Good to see you. A hello from the Netherlands. Good to see you as well.
Brilliant.
Yay, so good to have you all in here. We're just watching someone get ready for their boat to be rowed.
There we go. It's all happening on the bank of the Thames. Oh, I love it. I love it. Like. Right, okay, so whilst we're watching that, let me tell you other things that are going on here on London Visited during the month of August, which include next live stream, which is on the last Wednesday of the month. So that's on Wednesday the 30th. And believe it or not, that is in 5 weeks' time. Unbelievably. Then we'll be doing the next live stream. Who knows where we'll be? But if you've got any suggestions where you want us to be, put it in the comments. That would be great to see. Also, we've got videos coming up from Hampton Court Palace, the Royal Mews. Jay, tell them about the Royal Mews, Buckingham Palace, because you love that.
Well, I mean, I went there and I loved it. They have one thing that I really enjoyed was they had so many carriages where all the royals have been in. Even one of them had the interior. They opened up the stairs, which is so cool. Loads that our new king's been in and everything. They also had horses there as well that were ready for royal events, which is really interesting. And hopefully next time, I don't know, but they didn't have the cars, so maybe next time they'll have the cars, but we'll see. It's really interesting though. I really loved it.
Yeah, it's amazing. Those carriages are just incredible, aren't they? The gold woodwork on it is just incredible. So we've got that coming up. We've also got the Imperial War Museum, and also we're going to get London Wetlands in there because it's a fantastic place to go during the summer. So we've got videos every Sunday, Wednesday and Friday. Now, this is an appeal out to everybody that's there. If you see any of the London stores go live with any of their Christmas decorations, can you drop us a comment somewhere, please, and let us know? And the reason we ask for that is we're keeping an eye out for, we know Fort Noah Mason will not go live with their Christmas decorations until September, seen that, but we're definitely keeping an eye out for John Lewis, we're keeping an eye out for Liberty, and also for Selfridges as well. They're the key ones, and when they go, get down there on the day that they either open or next day or whatever. So if you see anything, let us know, and we'll put those in as soon as they happen, because we know you guys like to see that, certainly from the feedback everyone's enjoying. So that's happening. We've also got the podcast. Well, I must talk about the podcast. So we have a new episode that goes out every Wednesday. That's on Spotify and your favorite podcast provider. But every Saturday we have now put on the back catalogue, one by one we're putting them on, of our podcasts. The fourth one goes on Saturday, which is Regent Street, and the one on the Saturday after is Harrods. These are the history of the places. We're also putting some video on it as well, so not only can you listen to my dulcet tones tell you about the history, but you can also watch a bit of video footage as well. With Harrods, we might have to put some Christmas stuff in there, only because I'm not sure if we've got enough footage otherwise. But anyway, that will come very shortly, and that is on YouTube, and that is getting loads and loads of rave reviews. So thank you to everyone that's listening and watching those as well. So that's the podcasts. We've also got the community post that's happening every single day. That's gone down. That's really, really popular. So keep getting involved in that. We'll keep putting pictures on and quizzes and other bits and pieces. And today's one was a slight surprising some people of where the first television was demonstrated. Have you an idea, Jay, where the first television was demonstrated?
No clue.
Which department? Right, okay. Let me give you a clue. It's one of the department stores in London. One of the big ones that you've been to. No, it's not Harrods. It's the other one. Funny you should say that. It is.
I knew it. I'm such a pro. No, I didn't. I had no idea.
It was demonstrated to the public. So really interesting stuff. And it all happened in London in a department store. So we've got that. Also, we've got the newsletter. That's coming out on Tuesday. That's our third newsletter. So if you've got any questions for Jaden, drop them in the chat, because we can ask Jaden. We've got the ask. We've also got some video. And also we've got a picture ready to go as well, which is an exclusive picture which we put on the newsletter. So if you've not signed up to the newsletter yet, get into the website londonvisited.co.uk and a pop-up will come up. All you need to do is put in your email address and we'll ping that to you every month, and you can be part of the newsletter family, which is also growing at a rate as well. There you go.
Love it. Well, we have London's new tube trains. They have been spotted in action already. New trains destined to be used on the London Underground have been spotted in action in Austria. The new tube for London is a futuristic model of the train being built, initially for the Piccadilly line. TfL has 94 on order, 50% of which are being built in Yorkshire. The other 50% are being constructed in Vienna. And these are the ones which have been spotted in the wild in recent days. Photos of sleek carriages, complete with TfL roundel and red, white and blue livery, have been posted on Twitter, or should I say X now, by various users. A reminder of what we've got to look forward to. Improved accessibility, including wider doors and walk-through carriages, air conditioning, and a 10% increase in capacity compared to the current Piccadilly line stock. So when do we get to ride these beauties? TfL is expecting them to be on service at the Piccadilly line in 2025. Sooner than I expected, to be honest. 2025 isn't that far away. Quite exciting.
So that's going to replace all of those jolty ones.
Yeah, exactly. We won't be stuck in a boiling hot tube anymore.
There you go. I knew that because you don't like that that much. So
I love my air conditioning.
Yeah, absolutely. And that video is coming out on Friday, how to travel around the London Underground system.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Right, we're going to go and we're going to look at the Notting Hill Carnival, which is a big event that happens every year in August, and we're going to do that in just 1 second. But one of the comments I can just see at the bottom there from Anthony, Jay, can you see that one?
Yeah. Show us the Theatre of Dreams, Craven Cottage.
Right, so it's down there. And if you can see it,
come on, hurry up, go there. No, joking.
Just about, hang on a second, let's just go. See, look at this. Ooh, there. Just put my pen there. It's right at the edge there. So we will be featuring it as part of our walk along the Thames Path when that video goes out. And another point, and I'll put some raw footage of that. That's going to go onto Patreon and YouTube tomorrow. But there you go, Anthony. The Theatre of Dreams.
Yeah. Love it.
I don't know about you, but if they put Vicarage Road on, that'd be the Theatre of Nightmares for us, wouldn't it, Jay?
Not wrong.
Right, okay. So Notting Hill Carnival, it's coming up. So it's second biggest street carnival, believe it or not, in the world. It's Europe's biggest one, and it's only second. Where do you think the biggest street carnival is, Jay, in the world?
Isn't it Brazil? I don't know. Yeah. I have no idea.
You got it. Yeah,
me. I've got the knowledge.
Check Mr. Geography. So the world's biggest is Rio. The second biggest in the world is the Notting Hill Carnival. It happens always on the bank holiday weekend, which is always the last weekend in August, and it's going to be happening again this year. All sorts of things happening, from dancing, lots of big banging beats, loads of street food, loads of costumes, and also brilliant parade processions. So how many days does it last? It actually takes place, main action happens on the Saturday and Sunday, but there's also an extra event that happens on Saturday as well. That's when that happens. And they have that as a sort of a warm-up event. So where does it start and what's the parade route? So basically, it's all over Notting Hill. It spills into the streets of Ladbroke Grove, Westbourne Park, Westbourne Grove, and Bayswater. And as for the parade route, it's over 3 miles long, starting near Westbourne Park Station, down Westbourne Grove, then to the Ladbroke Grove, and then there's all sorts of things that are happening there. Now, if you want to know, if you're thinking of going up there and you want to get some more detail, there is now an official app, because the Notting Hill Carnival website hasn't been that great, but they've now got an official app, so you can get all the info that you need on there. It's completely free. That's the other amazing thing about it. We talk about lots of stuff that happens in London and it happens for free. Well, Notting Hill Carnival is definitely one of those. No ticket required. You can just literally turn up and take part. There's over 300 food and drink stalls. So that's where you can spend your money if you fancy doing it. How do you get there? Nearest tube lines. So the Central Line, you've got Queensway, Notting Hill Gate, and Holland Park, and then you've also got Westbourne Park, Ladbroke Grove. There's all sorts of them, but they're going to be absolutely packed. And sometimes they close the station due overcrowding, so just be careful of that one. Other thing, just to be careful of, if you're taking children, Sunday is the family day of the Notting Hill Carnival. So if you've got children, that's the best day to go, but it's also really busy, so keep them with you at all times. Other things just to be aware of, not only are the food and drink queues long, but the toilet queues can be even longer, which is absolutely great. So just be aware of that. And sometimes some of the local residents open their houses and charge a lot of money for you to use their toilets, but it could be an option, so keep an eye out for that one. So just helping you with that one. As I said, loads and loads of food and drink, all sorts of lovely taste, including sort of Caribbean and jerk chicken, curried goat and saltfish and all the other bits and pieces that are happening there. It's a really great time. Right, here's a couple of very quick tips. Bring cash and cards. So many of the food and drink stores have taken cash, and local cash points have really, really long queues and have completely run out of money. Really funny, I used to work on the Portobello Road many, many years ago, which is in the heart of the Notting Hill Carnival, and we used to absolutely stack our cash machine up in the bank that I used to work in. We'd get in on the Tuesday because it's after the bank holiday Monday, and it was completely wiped out. There'd be like hundreds of thousands sitting in it. Completely wiped out. So take cash, but also take your card, because there's lots of contactless people doing contactless. And the other bit is dress for all weathers. You just don't know what the weather is going to be like. It's a bit like today, actually.
Just like now, yeah, it's pouring.
And it's about starting to tip it down here now, funnily enough.
Yeah,
so
I can
really,
tell.
if you start to come down, so I might have to take a break for it in a second and go and stand underneath something to keep dry.
Maybe I'll read my stuff out when you do that.
Okay. Now, the other thing also is if you're looking to make contact with people, then watch it, because your mobile phone won't work. Because there's so many people in a small area, the mobile phone signals just won't work because everyone's trying to get on there. So if you're meeting someone, don't say, I'll give you a call and let you know where, because it's just not going to happen. So don't rely on your phone mobile signal or anything else like that. Go the old-fashioned route. I'll meet you at so-and-so, and be there at that time. There you go. They are tips for you to enjoy the next carnival. If you're going,
get some shelter.
Yeah, it's not too bad actually. It's like having a little bit of a shower, and I don't think the hair's going to get there. Right, over to you.
Well, we have more free exhibitions for summer, with all the warm weather, to do in London. So first we have Green Sanctuary. It is not only inspired by old masters, but continues to intrigue artists today. It's best summed up by being a sculpture displaying winds of... Wait, sorry, I read the wrong line then. Is an impressive collection of works, and is free in keeping the saints' belief in accessibility. It is the St. Francis of Assisi at the National Gallery until the 30th of July, so you don't have long. It is free and it is open daily. Then we have showing some water action. Then we have interactive. Butterflies flutter off the digital canvas once you touch them or get close. Day turns to night once you swipe across the screen, and the digital tower of sorry, I keep reading the wrong thing. This is an interactive exhibition, and it is the perfect oh my goodness. And it's perfect for a new Hallison gallery space on New Bond Street. Sorry, I don't know what it means. It is Dominic Harris feeding consciousness at Hallison Gallery. Yeah, there you go. It is till the 13th of August. It is free and open daily. Then we have Frozen, the ethereal light, the odd-shaped buildings, the fact plants need to be grown indoors, the landscape at the extremes of Arctic... Oh my goodness, this doesn't make sense. The photographer Gregor Saylor captures the vast terrain and the impact the human footprint is having on it, from research bases to military installations, in a stunning photography exhibition. It is at Polar Silk Road, and photographs by Gregor Saylor at the National History Museum. It is until the 22nd of September, so you've got ages, and it is free. Lastly, we have Inspiring, a surgical robot arm, a satellite that proves internet access, and a mechanical artwork. This gallery at the Science Museum not only shows us brilliantly engineered creations, but the people behind them. It is a brilliant idea. They do say so themselves. It is engineers at the Science Museum, and it is free. So we've got lots of exhibitions to do in the rainy weather. That's good.
Absolutely. By the way, I don't know if you heard in the background, that was Canadian geese having a big fight with each other. There is probably about 20 Canadian geese all of a sudden descended upon each other, and they weren't very happy. They were taking each other's territory, so they decided they were going to have a punch up on the bank of the River Thames. There you go, as you do. Right. So, next thing, which is we've already talked about a few of these live streams ago, where you can go and see basically the moon done, and you can go and stand there and you've got all the different craters and this model of the moon that's been hung out. So now what they've done is they've got a model of the Mars. So it's a 1:1 million scale model. It's got all of the craters and it's free. So you can go and see it for free. It's happening at All Saints Church in Kensington, and that's between the end of July and the 8th of August, and also Jubilee Square, which is Kensington Town Hall, and that's between the 10th and the 13th of August. You can go and stand there, you can get up close to it. The whole planet Mars is actually 7 meters in diameter, so it's really large. It's got meticulous details in there, every valley, crater, volcano, and mountain on a Martian surface, all using imagery taken by NASA. So a great thing to go and see, completely free, happening over in Kensington. So go over and grab that, Jay.
What else? That was great.
Well, let's put. Don't mess with a Canadian. Yeah, I have no intention of messing with them. I've just seen what they've done to each other. They don't look very happy about it.
Oh my goodness, crazy! Sometimes you've got some hilarious wildlife. So we have more events. Half of these we've already covered, which are really interesting. We have the Morph Trail, and it is a trail unveiled across South Bank and the city. And the trail step is free. It is made accessible to as many people as possible. And the morphs will also be auctioned off to raise money for WizKids, which is good. It is until the 20th of August. And we also have Illusionaries. It's the first ever story-based immersive art experience. It's a 40-minute experience across 3 galleries, and it's until the 24th of September. We also have Planet Summer. The climate hopes to focus of Planet Summer. A season of events at the South Bank Centre, which begins today. Sorry, not today. It doesn't. The theatre exhibitions, live music, and all talks, all feature include an appearance by Greta Thunberg, and it is until the 3rd of September. We also have Serpentine Pavilion. It is the time of year when a new building mysteriously appears in Kensington Gardens, and it is the Serpentine Pavilion, an architectural commission. And it is until the 29th of October. And lastly, we have Play Fountains. It's a sure sign that summer's here when you know that Play Fountains are outside South Bank Centre and switch back on. And it is, I wouldn't like to do it in this weather, because it's pouring. And it is free until the 3rd of September. There we go. Those more events. So many.
For it. Yeah, definitely. Loads of it. Love it. Okay. The black Labrador that's just gone past has been out for a swim. It's now absolutely soaked. It's been right out in the Thames. Just been watching it go for a swim. It's amazing. Oh dear, it's all happening here on the bank of the Thames. Love it. Okay. For me, if you fancy getting closer to us and fancy becoming a member, all you need to do is go to patreon.com/London Visited, or you can hit the join us button. As I said, one of the things that we do every single week is we send pictures out of where we've been the previous week, some sort of exclusive pictures, so you get a view of where we've been and some of the great parts of London that lots of people don't get to see. Plus also we're now going to put some more footage on there as well, more video footage. So if you fancy joining as a member, membership starts from £1 a month, goes up to £10 a month. It's all different sorts of tiers that are on there. And if you fancy taking part and joining us, all you need to do is just go to patreon.com/London Visited. Well worth it. And it's just another great community that we have. There you go, Jay.
Perfect. We love the little plugs because Patreon is amazing. Honestly, such good
Amazing.
connections.
Yeah.
This is the last bit. For now. And it's tiny, so I'm going to try and extend it out, but I don't know if I can. We have more events. We have the outdoor cinema. As an extension to the above, London's awash with outdoor cinemas, from ones on rooftops to those in palace grounds and alongside canals, to ones with our friend Albert in his old little hall, you know? Good old Albert.
Good old Albert.
The Royal Albert.
Royal
So
Albert
they
Hall.
have so there's tons of outdoor cinemas in London. Then we have Shakespeare in the Garden. Shakespeare, as it's supposed to be performed in a pub garden. There is a roving series of performances. Good old Shakespeare in it. Takes place outside of various Fuller's hostelries, many of which are in London. Chose from the 12th night and Romeo and Juliet, and it's from the 3rd of July till the 15th of September. And lastly, we have the Gorilla Trail. It is a 15 life-size gorilla sculptures, and they are around Covent Garden, each individually designed and decorated by well-known people, including Ronnie Wood. It is free until October. Don't know when, but till October. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Wow, that's all my events.
Yeah. I was just thinking, actually, we haven't been to Covent Garden for ages.
I know, it's crazy. I swear the last time I went there was for Christmas.
Yeah, so I think we might have to do something about that. Right, okay. So we're getting near the end. Should we just go for a tour in the other direction so you can see some of the other bits going on in the other? Okay, right, fine. Because then you get a real flavour. Got any other comments? Anything else we need to catch up on? I know we're going to do
so, no.
Is good. I know we're going to do very shortly with the draw, and let's just go.
It might get very glitchy, so if it does, I will mute you, but we'll still be able to see. I'll remove myself now, so we can see everything.
Okay. Here we go. So we're going now towards Putney Bridge, just to give you an idea of where we're sort of heading, just in case you know the area well. Now look at these houses here. Look at those. They are 1, 2, 3, 3 floors, and also they've got roof gardens. You see the plants on the top? They are incredible as we go along. So if anyone's watching this, just drop in the comments down below. Let's go to Zoopla or other estate agent and just find out how much one of these is costing. Because you're right on the bank of the River Thames, and when you wake up in the morning, you open the blinds, and you open the curtains. That's interesting. It's all BMWs and Mercs down there. I think I just saw a Porsche as well. So it's that sort of lovely place. But when you open your curtains in the morning, you've got that sort of view, which is incredible. But then as we go down, you've got some flats as well. And then we're going to come to the Putney High School GDST Boathouse. So I'm not quite sure what GDST stands for. Might find out in just one second. But then you've got another boathouse here on the Thames. So they'll have all of their rowing boats in there. And you've got marine and various other bits and pieces. Then you've got Putney Bridge, which is over there. And then to get your boat down, you can just go right down there. And what's interesting is, since we've been here, the tide really has come in quite a bit. There was loads of gravel showing before, so I'm glad, because I actually considered doing the live stream from the bank of the Thames, but had I done that, I might have got very, very wet in the process. But we're down by the shore of the Thames now, and let's just give you a swoop round. So that is the North Bank, the Craven Cottage, Anthony. That's just down there for you. You'll know the area well if you come to the football. And then as you go round, you've got Putney Bridge over in the background, and going over it, you have 3 wonderful double-decker buses, red London buses going over there. I must have went on one of those earlier, and that's very good to do like travelling around London on a bus when you can't get the train to the front door of where you're going. There you go, Jay. Over to you.
Oh, perfect! I'm ready for this giveaway. I'm all ready.
Oh, check you out.
Shall we? Whilst you walk back, maybe I might
Yes.
mute you as well, because when you were talking, it did get very loud. So also do that.
Oh, did it?
I'm just gonna mute you if that's okay. So let's do the giveaway, people. We have lots of entries. If you haven't already, quickly comment and you can win the keychain. I'll give you 5 seconds as I share the screen. If not, it is too late now. Let's get going. Let's share the screen. Oh, go funny for 1 second, but should be alright in a sec. Da-da-da. Right, load. Let's share it. Right, it might go funny. Yep, it did, but we're fine. We're on here, hopefully. Let's see who gets this keychain. And it goes to Anthony. Oh, Anthony. Well done. Congratulations. Send us your email. And we will get with you with the giveaway. 1 second. I'm just going to remove and unmute you. Congratulations. There we go. You're back. Oh, I like the angle. Much better. Your head is cut off, though. So.
Is it? Okay.
Yes.
I'll start backing off.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, your head's still cut off.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Congratulations, Anthony, as well. Well done.
So well done. There you go. You see me now? There you go. Anthony,
perfect.
This is the key ring coming to you. So, Anthony, all you need to do is just email us. It's londonvisited@gmail.com. Email us with your details and we'll get that out in the post to you. It's that easy. So that's londonvisited@gmail.com. Just email us on that and we will get that off to you.
Perfect.
So, all I can say, David, how many free things have we said that you can do in London this summer?
At least 1,500. I mean, come on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Crazy.
There's absolutely stacks of them. And what I absolutely love about London is you can do all of the main touristy things. You can pay to go up on the London Eye. You can go and do the Sky Garden for free, which, funny enough, we're doing on Monday, so we might have to film that, Jay, whilst we're in there. But there's all sorts of things that you can do. But there's all sorts of things that you can do for free if you're coming to London. And actually, some of these free things take you off the beaten track, and you get to see bits of London that other people don't see as well, which is just absolutely incredible. Can I also just say a massive thank you for you being here? If you're here watching us live, really, really appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Commenting as well, we really appreciate it. What a community you are. If you're watching us on the replay, hope you enjoy it, and also thank you for watching us on the replay. And if you're doing any of the bits that we've talked about, just drop it in the comments down below, because we would really love to know what you think of the different places that we've talked about. Jay, what's the one thing that you fancy doing off the list of everything that we've talked about?
Well, that's difficult.
It's got to be probably an immersive experience.
Yeah, that's exactly what. The glass art. I thought that would be really interesting.
Oh, glass art. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I've circled it and everything.
Fantastic. Yeah. So I'm going to get back. So when I get back to the studio, I'm going to find out there's a whole load of paper all circled saying we've got to go there, we've got to go there, we've got to go there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Subtle. That is absolutely brilliant. Listen, we really appreciate it. And thank you so much for supporting us here at London Visited.
Yes,
more great videos to come. But just we'll keep the community vibe going in the chat and the comments. Normally do.
Good to see all the new subscribers as well. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, it's incredible. Listen, thank you so much for pushing the button. Really appreciate it. I'm now taking I'm taking refuge under a tree, and I actually it would have been a nice to do it earlier. But you wouldn't have.
Ellen's really enjoyed it. Thank you. We'll see you all soon.
See you soon. Take care. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you soon. Bye.